Okay, so number 1, the volume of a cylinder is 360 cubic inches. Which equation can be used to find B, the area of the base of the cylinder? Okay, well, volume of a cylinder is volume equals big B times H. Okay, so we know that the volume is 360. Okay, we don't know B or H, right? But what does it want us to find? It says it wants us to find B. So we need to isolate B is what we're doing. Okay? So anytime we isolate something, we're going to solve for that letter. So we're going to isolate B. So I'm going to move the H away. So B and H are technically multiplying. So how do I get rid of something that's multiplying? I divide. I'm going to divide both sides by H, and I'm going to get B equals 360 divided by H. So the one that goes with is letter choice B. Number 2, a cylinder has a diameter of 10 and a height of H. Which equation can be used to find the volume of the cylinder? Volume of a cylinder is this same thing, but remember we inserted the area formula. So we had a hard time understanding that yesterday. The area formula for a cylinder is, the bottom is a circle, so it's volume equals pi r squared H. We know that the diameter is 10, so the radius, therefore, is 5. So pi times 5 squared times h equals volume. 5 squared is what? 25. So volume equals, I'm going to write the number first because generally numbers come first, pi h. So it doesn't have it written first here, but it does have answer choice A goes with it. Number 3. Beads are sold in a cylindrical container with a diameter of 11 inches and a height of 6. How many cubic centimeters of beads does this container hold? When it says hold, that means volume. Volume equals big B times H. I'm sorry, didn't write that H right. Okay, it should be a little h. And then pi r squared H. Okay, the diameter is 5.5. So we had some discussion over this yesterday. And then the height is 11. So this is squared. 5.5 squared is 30.25. Okay, 30.25. And then, I'm sorry, I wrote 11 here and I meant to write 6. So 30.25 times 6. It's going to be 181.5 pi. Okay, so that's going to be answer choice D. A lot of these aren't. Go ahead and taking that last step. Erin has an exercise ball in the shape of a sphere. She wants to increase the weight by filling it up with sand. Find how much sand the ball will hold completely. That's going to be volume. Volume of a sphere is 4/3. On the formula chart, does it say 4/3? BH? Or does it give you the actual formula on the volume on the chart? What? 4/3 pi r cubed. Is that what it says? Okay. So which of the following is closest? Okay, so you're going to say 4/3 times pi. Half of 75 is 37.5. 37.5 cubed. So cubed. And then it's already got the pi mixed in, so you're going to multiply it times pi, then times 4/3. And I got 220,893.2. Y'all good with that? Okay. Number 2, or page 2, sorry. A silo shaped as a cylinder with a diameter of 7.5 and a height of 12.6. He's used to store grain. How much grain is stored in the silo if it's 3/4 full? So we got to find the volume of the silo and then find 3/4 of it. So you're not going to find the whole thing, but we're going to go ahead and set it up. Okay, so you're going to get pi r squared h. So this is 12.6. My radius is half of 7.5, which is 3.75. So 3.75 squared times pi. And once we get that, then we find 3/4 of it. So we're going to multiply it by 3/4. So I'm going to say pi. Is this not the right one?
So this is R
Make sure you're on 5. So I know there might be out of order for you, but we're going to... So 3.75 squared, and then times 12.6 is... I got 556.65, but that's for a full one, and I want 3/4, so I'm going to multiply it times 0.75, and I'm going to get 417, which is the right answer. And we should know that it's not this big, and it's not this big, so it's got to be one of these two, and that's too small, really, logically, okay? Roy cut a cone from a piece of wood shaped like a cylinder. He measured the circumference of the base of the cylinder and found it to be 12.56. The height of the cylinder piece of wood is 8 inches. So it was a cone. The height is 8 inches. What is the volume of the cone? So the volume of a cone, what's the volume formula for a cone? 1/3 pi r squared h. Pi r squared h. We don't really know the radius, okay? So we're going to have to find it based on the circumference. If your circumference is 12.56, the circumference formula is pi d. So you can kind of solve for that. So I'm going to get over here. So you can solve for the circumference because you say this is 12.56. We know pi. So 12.56 divided by pi is going to give you 12.56 divided by pi. It should give you 3. Yeah, 3.99, which is going to be 4, okay? So I'm going to say the diameter is 4. So what's the radius? 2. So 1/3 pi times 2 squared times the height of 8. So that's 4. So 4 times 8, 1/3 pi, 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Okay, so pi times 32 times 1/3 is 33.5. Y'all good with that? Yeah, I got that. Okay. Number 7. You should have got close to that. Like, I got 33.51, but this is 33.49. When we rounded that 30.99 up to 4, that's where your little tenths are going to be off. Does that make sense? A cylindrical water tank has a radius, okay, of 6 feet and is filled approximately with 2,826 cubic feet of water. Which of the following is the best estimate of the depth of the tank? So they're looking for the height. We don't know the height. So we know that based on this formula, we know this number, right? This is where you're going to have to start working backwards, guys, okay? So we know this. We know pi. We know the radius. We don't know height. So 36 times h times pi is 2826. Okay. So I can divide by 36 pi. So I'm going to do 2826 divided by 36 pi. Okay, and I'm going to get 24.98, which is going to be around 25. You could have multiplied 36 and pi and then divided that 2826 by 30, whatever that answer was. How did y'all work that out? Did y'all get that one right? Okay, so think about what you have, plug in what you have, and then start working backwards to solve for it. Just like you're solving for x, just like you're solving for anything else. Okay, number 8. Gene is comparing pancake batter. He is using a large bowl shaped like a half sphere with a diameter of 16. What is the volume of the batter of the bowl which would be completely full? Okay, so what's the volume formula for a sphere? 4/3 pi r cubed, right? Yes? Yes. Okay, but we only have what? Half of it. Yes? Yes. So technically we're dividing that by 2. Okay, so this is, the diameter is 16, so the radius is 8. 4/3 times pi times 8, 2. So 4/3 times pi times 8 cubed divided by 2 is 1072.32. Okay. Look at number 9. Cynthia's designing a new flower pot that is shaped like a triangular prism and lateral faces made of glass. The bases of the prisms are right triangles. Cynthia has a new flower pot that will look like the diagram below. What is the lateral surface area? Okay, remember, lateral surface area does not include the bases. Okay, so lateral surface area is perimeter times the height. Remember that, right? Okay, that's on our formula chart. We'll get here in just a minute. So it gives us all the numbers we need, 6, 8, and 10. So 6 plus 8 plus 10 is 24 is the perimeter. The height is 9. So 24 times 9 is 216. Not too bad, right? Did you print it? Print it to... Okay, so let's look.